Hi everyone, and happy delayed International Women's Day. Regardless if you celebrate International Women's Day or not, I think that this video is for you. In honor of International Women's Day, I think that it's important that we're open to all women and all women's thoughts, and I wanted to contribute to that subject today. It's just from my experience that I feel like I want to share this, and I feel like that there are different angles to how we think about equality and how we think about men and women. I hope you'll listen. I hope you'll enjoy this video. Please remember to subscribe, and let's get started. So I have never really celebrated International Women's Day. Even though I don't celebrate it or think about it, I'm happy it's there. Of course, it's a important day for us women to have, to remember our history, remember what we've gone through, and to remember who we are now and how far we've come. I think that's really important. I know that this day is about equality between men and women. I know that we have fought for a long time, for many years, to get equality between men and women. And I know that some places in the world, there still does not exist equality between men and women. And some societies are still made up by a stereotypical society. And it's also about feminism, and it's about fellowship, community, sticking together as women for our rights and for the way that we want to live our life and the decisions that we make and the opinions that we have. But on a day like this, and also before this day, I've been thinking a lot about the equality between women and the relationship us women have with each other. In the same way that there are women being intoxicated or toxified by masculinity, there are also women being toxified by other women. There are a million of amazing, beautiful, powerful women who are being robbed of their power because of other women's power. And I feel like for most of my growing up in the society that I grew up with, in the schools that I went to, the relationship between women was incredibly toxic and incredibly unnatural and unsupportive and fake. My past and my childhood and growing up as a teenager, becoming an adult, my whole personality and the way that I have been living my life up until maybe 5 years ago has been toxified or decided by other women, which is not other women's fault. It's also my own fault that I didn't know how to stand up for myself. In the last 5 years, I have been realizing every day that it's about individualism and it's about what you do as a single person, and that you have the right to make your own decisions, and that some women, regardless if they're feminists or not, but just some women have a problem with the success that you have, or with the mindset that you have, or with the strength that you have, and they will do anything to try and pull you down and try and decide your life. And there are some women out there who are not strong enough to say no, and who are not strong enough to believe in who they are. I think that the feminist movement that started this whole International Women's Day was necessary, of course, to the oppression that we were feeling from men. And I feel like as well that we're coming to a point now, at least with people I meet who say that they're feminists, they don't understand that I'm not. I don't characterize myself as a feminist. I believe in equality, but I feel like feminism in some ways and in some kind of personalities have turned into something toxic. I like to shave my legs and shave my coochie and shave my armpits because I like it. Not because society tells me that it's gross, but because I don't like it on my body. I don't think it looks nice. That's why I'm doing it, just like some people don't do it. And that's okay too. I almost feel ashamed now that I tell other women that I don't mind cooking for my boyfriend. I don't mind cleaning. I don't mind that he holds my door For me, I don't mind that he pushes out the chair when we go to dinner. I like that there's a difference in my relationship between the fact that I'm a woman and the fact that he's a man. I don't have anything against men. I have something against toxic masculinity and men believing that they can do whatever they want because they're men, but women can't. That's where it goes wrong. But I feel like that the feminist movement has also taken a turn, especially here in Denmark. I know a lot of women who look at me weird when I tell them that I don't mind men. I don't mind having a masculine figure around me. My boyfriend is older than me, so he has lived longer, he has more experience. For me, that's not a problem. For me, that's what I need as a woman, is a real man who knows how to handle me, who knows how to challenge me. And because of the experience that he has, there are many times where I take his advice and I do what he says. Even though I try my own way, sometimes his way is the way that worked best in the end. And sometimes I feel like too, people have a problem with that. So many women are afraid still that I can't make my own decision, or that some women can't make their own decision. Yes, there are women staying in toxic relationships and doing what is not right for them. But I feel like that's not everyone that goes through that. And I feel like some women have a problem with the fact that I take my boyfriend's advice and that my boyfriend teaches me as much as he does. And they forget that sometimes it also goes the other way. I'm young, yes, and I'm inexperienced in some ways, but in other ways I'm very rich in my mind and in my ideas. The trust that we should have for each other, that we are strong, independent women who make our own decisions and who does whatever we want. Sometimes women don't like that. I feel like feminism should be about letting women decide what they want to do, realizing that even though feminism is about a lot of women being together in a group, standing together, supporting each other to get equality, even though we're a big group, we're also individual people, and we also make our individual choice. And I would like as well to be acknowledged by the feminist people that I am not a feminist. I don't characterize myself as that. And if you are a real feminist, then you believe in the individual choice of each woman, in the individual decision of each woman. And it shouldn't be a problem for you that I do what I want and that you do what you want. I think it's about that. And if we have a look at some of the powerful women in our society and females of history, we see that they're not just powerful because they stand up for equality and because they want equality between men and women. They're powerful because they make their own decisions and they do what they think are right. And they're not afraid to make their own choices. We're all individual human beings. We're beautiful, we're women, there are men, and they're also beautiful. And there wouldn't be a society without us. So I'm not gonna come here and tell you that you can't be a feminist or that you can't be this and that. I just think it's important as well to look at each other as individual human beings and that we can all do whatever we want. Thank you for being your powerful, independent, and strong selves. I hope you will enjoy your International Women's Year and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for listening.